by the end of this month, it is going to be so much harder to shift between the timelines. Now, this is not to fearmonger. I don't want to instill fear in people and this sense of urgency. Rather, what this also means, how I would also frame this, is that once you are aligned with the timeline that your soul is calling for you to align with, by the end of this month, it's going to be easier to stay in that timeline, to embody that timeline, to remain in that timeline. This is very, very exciting stuff because likely, if you're watching this, you have experienced maybe throughout your entire life, but especially this year and the past few years or so, just this like energy of like, ooh, roller coaster ride, right? Where maybe you feel like you have bipolar even because one moment you're like on cloud nine and the next you're like down here. What is actually happening when you experience this is that when you're up here, you're in the higher timelines. And when you're down here, you're actually in the lower timelines. And we are just like moving between these timelines like a million times every single day because the timelines are like shifting around right now. They're in flux right now. And it's almost like I'm getting this image of like a wheel of fortune. It's like we don't know where they're gonna land or where they're gonna stop. We're gonna have a better idea by the end of this month, however. Up until now, it's just everything's been moving together. All these pieces of the puzzle are coming together. We don't know where they're gonna stop. However, as we get closer to this point where they are gonna kind of stop, or at least we're gonna have a better idea of where they stop, you are being asked now to be intentional with what you're calling in, intentional with your vibration, with your beliefs, with your choices. Remember, my advice for you here is remember you always have a choice. So even when you are feeling genuinely low and you're in that lower timeline energy, remember it is a choice to stay there. Now, I don't want to promote spiritual bypassing either, where it's like, oh yeah, you just, you say your mantras and you immediately shift out of that. No, if you're in that lower vibration, that lower timeline, it has a message for you. There's a reason you're there. Listen to it, embrace it, feel it. And by doing that, you will immediately jump up to this higher timeline. So get very, very clear on where your vibration is the next few weeks and know that by the end of the month, it's gonna be so much easier to maintain that vibration, whatever it is. If you're feeling like you would like extra support and guidance on how to work with these energies in the most empowered way possible, I'd encourage you to check out my full-length September 2025 energy update video on YouTube.